host, Nabila, who is here with us today, and she's going to be hosting the event. A very neutral host. She's not a coach for any of the two winning teams. The coaches for the two winning teams are present, Conan and Nadia, and they will be cheering, but obviously they are biased. They want their teams to win. So Nabila is totally unbiased, and therefore she will be doing the hosting. I want to welcome Anne, who is the Selva coordinator. Hello, Anne. Do you want to switch your camera on and say a little hello? Apparently Anne is not fully connected yet. Okay, well, we'll wait for her to arrive. And we are now 20
Sorry,
people.
Chris, I am now fully connected. So hello, everybody. It's nice to see you. I think that, you know, I've got divided loyalties this evening, but they're not that divided. Actually, I'm just rooting for the Selva team.
Okay, well,
So good luck, guys. Huh?
I'm totally unbiased. I am very supportive of the Irish team, very supportive of the Selva team, and very happy to have both teams present tonight. Conan well, thank you for being here as well, Anne. We're delighted to have you. Conan, are your team members here yet?
They can't call. I will send them the link. I sent it, but they can't.
I'm part of the Irish team. I'm here, but Jackie is having a lot of difficulty trying to get onto the link. So she should be here in a minute, but hopefully it works now. She's trying a different way.
Okay. Lovely to have you, Maeve. Glad you're here.
Our internet is terrible in Ireland. We have really terrible weather right now. So Jackie and our internet is not great at all. So hopefully it sticks it out for the next half an hour, but we'll see.
All right. A few students are still coming in. Lamia, that's one of our coaches. I can't see Jackie for the moment, but as soon as I spot her, there we are. She's in the waiting room, and Jackie will soon be joining us. Okay, well then I'm introducing our host for the evening, Nabila.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to each and every one of you for being present here today with us. I am Nabila Tahari. I am a master's student at MDDL. I'll be your host for today's special event. Now, before we get started, I would like to express my sincere gratitude and appreciation to Madame Christine Eva for this amazing initiative and for being very generous answering all our questions with her, of course, precious advice and support anytime throughout the whole process. And of course, a special thanks to Anne Longwell for being here present today. And with, of course, another thanks to Mr. Spencer. I don't know if he's present here today with us, but I would like to thank him for his presence and encouragement, starting from the PMOOC days, presentation days, up to the competition days. And of course, thanks to Jibril for communicating information to us all the time and answering our questions. And of course, I'd like to thank all the coaches, my classmates, Master 1 students, for their work, assiduity. You all did a great job. I congratulate you. Of course, without forgetting all the participants, the teams who have played a major role making this happen, the teams from different universities, from different parts of the world, starting from Burkina Faso up to Slovakia, UBS, Central Nantes 1 and 2, Norway, and of course, Ireland and Selva here present today. So you all did great job presenting your eco-friendly project ideas and making amazing traders. We actually believe that you are all champions and winners, and your ideas are all the time worth sharing. I believe in that, and we all believe in you. Thank you very much for your work that you have done so far. Now, without further ado, today is a big day. So it is the final round of the VEC challenge. We'll be announcing the winners of the EcoCampus Prep project today. Now, will it be the Irish team representing the University of Limerick from Ireland, or will it be the Silva representing the University of Rennes from France? Now the questions will be answered. The results will be announced today because the votes will be live at the end of their presentations. Now you will be given 5 minutes or few minutes to cast your votes, and then we'll announce the results right afterwards. All right. With that being said, the teams today are asked to give a TED Talk in no more than 18 minutes time about their worth sharing ideas that aims at promoting ecological matters inside their campuses. So both teams will try to put forward their projects, defend them vigorously, and promote them in order to raise the general public awareness. And of course, they are expecting you to vote for their ideas. And hopefully, why not to implement this into the field? Yes. So now, let's get started. So in order to see which team is going to start, so I propose that we do a toss. Some one of you, or I will do it, will have to throw the coin and flip it and see on which side it lands. Now, if it's heads, okay, if it's heads, I would say the Ireland team goes first, okay? If it's tail, the Silva goes first. Does that sound logical and fair enough?
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's have the toss.
All right, I should do it then.
Yes, yes.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Up. And to be, I don't know if you can see it, it's tails.
Okay.
So with that being said, tails, it means Silva team, you have to go first.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Yes. All right. Wish you all the best. Good luck. And you can start from now.
What I will do is I will give you the rights to lead the session. Who should I give those rights to? Caitlin or Macredzi? Who wants to be the leader of the session?
We have two leaders of the session.
Yes, we have
Who's gonna be
two.
sharing the screen first? Who's going to be sharing the screen first?
Oh, share. We're not sharing our screens. We don't have.
Oh, okay, right. Well, if you don't need
Doing it live.
you
No,
don't
we
need
don't need it.
control of the screen, then that's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good evening, everyone. It's nice to be here, and thank you for being here. And it's nice to see so much people gathered for the EcoCampus Challenge. So we believe that an environmentally conscious campus is essential in these times, and we're going to present to you our solutions to change a normal campus into an eco-campus. So I'm going to start by talking to you about what happened to me yesterday. So I was on my way to school. It was a beautiful day. I was driving in my car. Then first thing that happened, I forgot my mask. So I had to go back to my flat to get it. Then on my way, I got stuck in crazy traffic jam, and at a red light, a bike passes me on my right, and I recognize one of my classmates, Arthur. And then when I arrive on campus, very late for my lecture, I can't find a place to park. So it takes me ages to find a spot. And when I finally do, coming out of my car, I walk in a puddle, so my feet are soaking wet. And on my way to class, not very happy about how my day started, I walk in and realize Arthur arrived before me. So that pisses me off because he has a bike and I should have arrived before driving a car. So.
You know what would have made things a lot easier, Caitlin, is if you took the bus instead. Public transport not only helps you keep your life under control, it also helps reduce pollution. Because if everybody had cars,
you know, all the gas would just pollute the city and it wouldn't be good. And even better is riding a bike to avoid all the traffic jams and arrive on time on campus, just like your classmate Arthur did, with a little less stress because you don't have keys to lose. Plus, imagine how fun it would be to have a bike workshop at uni where you can help, you know, have people help you fix your bike, and where you can hang out with fellow bike riders that, you know, that like it, and where you can exchange tips on how to maintain your bikes, etc., and create links with people with the same interests. Not to mention all the health benefits that come with bike riding. It must be tiring to have to slouch on your steering wheel every day.
I know, but I mean, it's not just that. Like when I was in class, because of my freezing wet feet, I was so cold in a dark classroom, and the building isn't insulated enough, and it takes too much energy to heat the room. So I was so cold, and I was typing down on my computer, and it was heating up, and it felt so nice and warm. I felt like hugging my computer to feel warm, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, well, you know what a great solution to that would be? Eco building. Insulation is really important, and the university should try to have biosourced materials like hemp, linen, and cotton that have great heating qualities, you know, that could provide not winters that aren't too cold and summers that aren't too hot, you know, that could just regulate building temperatures in an eco-friendly way. And the thing about computer heat is also interesting. If only there was a way to use our classroom computers' heat to keep us warm. Oh wait, there is. There's a French company called Quarno that developed a new heating technology that completes the building heat with computer heat. And we've got lots of computers on campus, so why not use them? In addition, you know, we can install a demotic program. It's basically a home automation system that can help you use less energy to heat buildings, because it collects data such as the number of students in the room and the temperature outside. And according to those data, it adjusts the heating, so there's less energy wasted.
Oh, wow. Well, these are great ideas. That's really nice. But let me tell you about what happened at the break. So because I was really cold, I wanted to go out and get a cup of coffee to warm me up. And I felt really guilty when I was ordering my coffee, because all the cups are plastic cups. And I was wondering, why don't we have our own cups? I'd rather have my own reusable cup. So then when I finished my coffee, I was looking for a sorting bin, so I could at least, you know, sort the plastic in different bins, but I couldn't find one. So I went out of the building looking for one. And what I saw is there was so much waste on the ground. It was terrible. I was shocked.
Oh, yeah. Well, two easy solutions. One, reusable or biodegradable cups, so you don't have to waste so much plastic because it's ridiculous. Yeah. And you could also make recycling bins available throughout campus. That helps avoid a lot of littering, and littering is really a threat to all, you know, the small animals that live all around. So, you know, that's an easy and implementable solution.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, and then I've got to tell you about when I went to the university's restaurant. I personally try not to eat meat when I'm on campus. And so when I arrived, there were normal vegetarian meals. So they gave me something else, and they gave me way too much food. So I had to throw half of it away on a huge pile of food waste. And we don't even know where the food comes from. And well, I mean, I'd like to know what I'm eating and where it comes from. And I'm pretty sure we could find easy solutions to reduce all that food waste.
Oh, that's true, because being a healthy student is essential, and knowing where your food comes from is essential for you to be healthy. And it's totally understandable that we all would like to know where our food comes from, how it's been processed, who's handling what. And you know, a good idea would be to install vegetable gardens on campus, you know?
Yeah, good idea.
But how would you do that? Because, I mean, vegetable gardens don't fall from the sky. But you can use compost. You know, with all the food you wasted, you can just create compost, and that could help make a vegetable garden. And if you have a big campus, that's the way to go. Plus, for your vegetarian or vegan meal preferences, I think it would be a good idea to be inclusive, because there are many students that have the same preferences as you. So installing a Green Monday, where you could just have green food, only vegetables, and like vegetarian meals and vegan meals would be interesting. Plus, in Brittany, there's a lot of agricultural land, and it would be really useful if the university had close collaborations with local farmers, so you can have organic, local, and seasonal products.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Do you know that 2 hens can recycle about 150 kilograms of organic waste per year? That's a lot.
It's a lot, yeah. 150
Yeah.
kilos.
I think it would be really useful if you could have chicken coops on campus, because you reduce food waste and it will produce eggs that could be very useful. I mean, we all have like a good meal. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's nice. These are great ideas, but I'm wondering, like, who's going to take care of the vegetable gardens and the animals on campus?
The students can do it. This could help create a link between students themselves and students with animals and with nature. So yeah, I think students should do it. How did the rest of your day go? How was your afternoon?
Well, in the afternoon, the weather was beautiful, but I was stuck inside for classes all afternoon. And all I wanted to do was to be outside. And I kept looking outside the window, and I noticed someone mowing the lawns. And it was very noisy. And I think lawn mowing is kind of ridiculous, because no one seems to care if the grass is high or not high. And I'm pretty sure it's not that fantastic for like the fauna, like insects, etc. What do you think?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's the waste of energy, and it pollutes, with all the machines, and it's not economically viable either. I think a good way to handle the lawns and the green spaces in campus would be to use, goats or sheep that can just do the lawn care. It's much more eco-friendly, and insects would be less impacted by grazing, and that could encourage you to have classes outside too, because if good weather is rare, like in Brittany, I think Ireland can relate, then it's nice to be able to have classes outside if it's sunny.
Yeah. And then a last thing that kind of...
What happened? Well, I don't know. Did you finish your day or?
Well, one last thing that annoyed me is that I went to the bathroom after my lecture, and I noticed that the water from the tap kept running, and that the water flow was way too strong. And I mean, I don't need that much water to wash my hands. And the waste of water really pisses me off, because it's just too much.
I know. And I thought at least everyone would have discipline to just turn off the tap, because otherwise it just wastes water. I think we could just implement hydro-efficient systems. In this case, water aerators attached to the tap, so not a lot of water is wasted.
Okay. Yeah, but even like the flush from the toilets is a huge wasted. How do you think we could reduce it?
Oh yeah. Well, there are plenty of solutions when you think about it. I mean, what about rain? It's a fantastic resource in implementing. It's a fantastic water resource. You could use rainwater and store them, put them in storage tanks, and it could be very useful to flush toilets, or even just to maintain the green spaces.
Yeah. Okay.
Besides, I think it would be interesting to have, labs where students could take care of purifying the water in ecological manners by using a phytopurification. Could be a good experience, especially if you're in a science campus, to have to contribute.
That's right. Yeah. Well, anyway, I was very tired of my long annoying day, and all I wanted
I'm
to do
sure.
was gather with some friends. And I miss going to, you know, festivals and bars and going out. I miss it
I
so much.
know. Me too. Maybe after the COVID crisis ends, can make a huge festival, not just a party, a festival that actually matters, you know, that could have impact on
Yeah.
what's around us. You know, a festival that encourages students to come together with ideas and improve the campus, different activities. Obviously, there's going to be concerts from local bands or students that
Yeah,
have
that's
lots of talent. And giant garage sales as well. I mean, can you imagine all the beautiful antique things you have in your home that you just don't use or don't care about, that can be valuable to others? You can have an immense garage sale with awesome, you know, vintage clothes and stuff. I think that would.
Who would like organize this? Like, what about the money and everything?
Well, the point of point of the festival would be to raise money, and who's going to handle that? It will be a student-led association that would take care and you know, of raising funds to manage all the animals and supervise many eco activities that they can put in place. They can raise awareness, and they'll encourage eco-linguistics. Plus, they would also promote not only ecology, but other really important causes like social and gender equality. You can just create a great campus that moves with students.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for listening. And special thank you to our team and coaches. And all of our ideas come from our teammates. It was a pleasure to participate in this challenge, and we'll definitely try to invite you to our Green Festival.
When it happens.
When it happens.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much. You made it really interesting. It made it like a conversation like TED Talk, which is, I found it quite original. I believe that those questions are being asked daily, and now maybe the audience have got some answers to those questions by listening to your presentation. Now, in theory, we're not supposed to take questions, but we can make an exception today for you. If any in the audience have any question, we are glad to hear you. We can take up to 3 questions. Yes. Is that okay, Madame Eva?
I am tempted to ask a question. I like the idea of having chicken on campus, and you said the students would look after the chicken. How would you organize that in practical terms? What's your suggestion?
Well, in practical terms, I think if you mobilize enough students in numbers and with the same level of interest and the same level of you know, willingness to cooperate, it could be possible, especially if we put in place a strong association with students with, you know, good leadership skills and organizational skills, etc. I think it's a possible thing to do. And, you know, professors and people with academic knowledge of things like that could also help. It can create, how do you say, you know, it can create ties between students and teachers and university staff in general. I think even though it's led by students, it could be, you know, college staff could also contribute greatly.
Right, you would have like a schedule and you'd keep it going during the holidays as well. And how would all of that be handled? Because like the summer holiday is an awful long time for, well, to keep something going.
That's true.
Yeah, that's right.
I guess for the summer holidays, it could be, you know, how students would love to have extracurricular activities and things that put value to their CVs, etc. We could perhaps form a sort of a, you know, summer camp where you teach students,
like
you know, from high school or other people that want to gain knowledge, you you know, we can install some sort of system like that, some summer camp where people learn and through it receive some sort of certificate. And I think that could work.
Yeah.
It's a good incentive.
Thank you.
Yes, that was a really good question. Yes, does anybody else have any other question to ask before we move on to the next team? Yes, I think we got the answer. So shall we move on to the next team?
Hi, everyone.
Okay,
Hopefully you can hear me.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm going to say again, our internet is being really awful at the moment. So if I just cut out, I really apologize. I had a whole computer set up and it completely went on me and now I'm back on my laptop. So hopefully this all works.
That applies to me as well, by the way.
Yeah, I think it's just rural Ireland and the weather. I think it's not going in our favor.
Yeah.
Okay, if I share my screen. Can I get screen sharing abilities and then we have some pictures and stuff to show.
Okay, I'll just give you one piece of advice. Is if the internet connection isn't very good, then make sure you take it in turns to switch on your mics. If only functioning, then that helps. Okay, and so I'll give I'll authorize Jackie.
Thank you. Perfect, and let me just start presenting. Perfect, is that working for everybody? Can everyone see that and we're not breaking up?
No, it's perfect.
Excellent. Okay, so hi all and welcome to the Eco Campus TED Talk from Ireland. We're just going to be casually talking through our plans for our campus and how we can encourage wildlife and biodiversity. So that's our idea. We chose to focus on wildlife because we believe them to be the most important and most vulnerable part of our ecosystem. And wildlife is such a huge part of Ireland. We're so fortunate to have a diverse nature and wildlife scene, but continually our farming practices and the expansion of cities are threatening our delicate ecosystem. So we feel we should use every available space to create habitats for wildlife. So we want to turn our campus into a haven for wildlife, as there is huge potential for it. We have decided to keep our ideas realistic because we think this is something UL could definitely implement on campus, hinting at the lecturers who are watching this today. So we're just going to first introduce ourselves. My name is Jackie. I'm a third-year Bachelor of Arts student from the University of Limerick.
Hi guys, I'm Maeve. I'm also a third-year student. I just wanted to add in that my reason for deciding to do this VEC challenge is because for my future, I want to become an environmental manager, which is pretty much what this is. And it's helping companies and organizations and universities make their university more environmentally friendly. So this is very helpful for me for my future career.
Absolutely delighted for you, Maeve, that you know what you want to do in life. Fantastic. Okay, so first off, we're just going to introduce our campus so everyone can have just a visual idea and just get a picture of what we want to do. So this is the University of Limerick, as you can see here. It hosts about 15,000 students each year on its 130-hectare campus, so it's quite big. And we have 4 facilities that offer approximately 100 courses. And we have 28 buildings, including a students' union and library. So all of this is surrounded by green spaces, as you can see here. And the River Shannon, which is the river flowing through the picture, goes through our campus, and it's 360 kilometers long, making it the longest river in Ireland and even the UK. So that's a very cool thing that it goes through our campus. And as you can see, the first bridge there, that is the living bridge. So the Living Bridge is 350 meters long, and it's the longest pedestrian bridge in Ireland. So we also have one of the longest rivers and the longest bridges. And it's called the Living Bridge because it actually moves when you walk over it. So we're very fortunate to have a river going through our campus. It adds another element of wildlife. So swans, geese, herons, and fish are the main source of wildlife on campus that are seen almost every day. We have cleanup programs that ensure we lessen our negative impact on the river and keep it clean and have high quality of water for the wildlife. The river is also used by our kayak and our kayak societies, so it's very ingrained in student life. So our campus has a really nice balance between the countryside and the city. This is just another angle where you can see our sports campuses, you can see the river, the bridge, and in the background, you can see the city. So we're very fortunate to be close, but also at the same time, we have that countryside feel and we have that rural feel, and we are surrounded by nature. And this is just us walking around. This is what it usually is. Unfortunately, we haven't been on campus this semester, and we're not going to be on campus next semester either. So this is just reminiscing on nice times, and this is one of the main spaces in UL. And these are some pictures I have taken over my course, over my time in UL. I was a dog walker for a bit, so I used to do daily walks through UL, so I'm very familiar with all the nature. And if you can see down in the left-hand corner, that is a heron that I got exceptionally close to. And that was a very exciting day for me. As you can tell, myself and Maeve love wildlife, or else why would we be doing this idea? So being able to see the geese and the swans and the heron fly over the Living Bridge while you're walking across it, which has happened to me a few times, is just such a treat, and we'd love to see more of that. So our goals. What we want to achieve on campus are we want to raise awareness to get students and faculty interested and involved. We want to encourage this biodiversity by planting loads of trees and shrubs, which we are very fortunate to already have, but we want even more. To create and protect habitats that forge a safe space for our native animals by building shelters and keeping our campus full of green spaces. We want to source products locally and sustainably and create a campus community focused on these aims. We are a very student-centric campus, and we've loads of societies and clubs, and we feel that create a community around these ideas is the best way forward. So who do we want to protect? These are some of Ireland's native species. So we have birds, owls, small mammals, insects, and beyond. Birds are the main wildlife on campus, as I've said, and we see them all the time. Owls are a staple animal of Ireland. Huge conservation efforts have been implemented in the last few years to protect barn owls, as you can see the lovely little picture of them there. And this is due to habitat loss, mostly from barn conversions. Ireland is a very agricultural country, and farming practices and water pollution threaten these animals, from small mammals to insects, with the use of pesticides and habitat destruction from the expansion of cities and tearing down trees and shrubbery. So all our ideas and plans are in efforts to provide habitats and safe spaces for these animals on campus. Because as I've said, birds are most common, but it'd be fantastic if we could get squirrels and rabbits and hares and more bees and more wasps and badgers and some deer. That would all be fantastic if we could be able to see more of those rarer animals and give them a space. So this is our four-step program on how we want to get awareness. We want a tracking app, which we're hoping to create, public relations and community development, and then information, talks, signs, and emails. So we believe awareness is the key to making all our plans happen. So we want to create an app. We want to use technology to build community. So we want this app to allow UL students to track the wildlife they see on campus, have it give them information on the species and the specific animal, then have this build that community on campus that shares the sightings and gets students excited about the wildlife. This in turn will raise awareness, have students pay more attention about how their actions affect wildlife. And the student body is just a prime place to foster this interest, as generally students are at that age where they want to branch out and find new hobbies and interests. And if the university is so invested in wildlife, then students will be too. So I'm going to hand you on over to Maeve for the rest of our TED Talk. So thank you for listening to me.
Hi guys. So we made a short survey recently and sent it to all our friends at UL because we think that it's so important to get first-hand information from the students. You can't guess how informed the students are until you actually ask them. Also, by asking them the questions, they were forced to think about the answers. So whether it was a question like, have you ever seen any animals on campus on UL? Or if there was any conservation projects on the campus of UL, would you get involved? So the next slide there. We believe that there is a cyclical method to getting students involved, and a huge problem is around the world, but certainly in Ireland, is a lack of knowledge from people. So we want to grow people's knowledge, and hopefully in turn, this would hopefully cause greater interaction with the topic, and maybe this would be even talking to your friends more about it, making it more of an open topic, or following our social medias, our app that Jackie mentioned. And in turn, we would hope that would lead to students interacting with and taking part in events that we might organize on campus or off campus. So the next big question is, how do we spread the knowledge in the first place? So we asked the students this question because, again, it's so essential to hear it from the students' point of view. The responses we got were to create a larger online response. And as Jackie said, we want to move everything online because that's the way that the world is going online. And so we would hope for a large response if we made an Instagram or our app. And others offered up the idea of introducing it to first years during Freshers Week in university. This is a brilliant idea, I think, because when they first come into college, they're fresh, they're open up to anything that comes into them in their first week of college, these little first years. So we want to make this a normal topic of conversation. Email, oh my God, am I muted? Oh no. Email updates is also another way we would start up on a weekly or a monthly basis, and this would hold information on the wildlife and on any events that were happening, and this could go to not only students but the faculty of UL. Tree conservation is huge for us in UL because trees are so important to us on campus. Sometimes as busy students, you don't have time to think about what bin your paper goes in or your coffee cup goes in. And you don't put much thought into accidentally printing out 10 copies of your assignment because you're in such a rush to get it submitted. So therefore, our plan is based around busy student lives and how to make these errors much less likely. So the University of Limerick already has loads of solutions to tree conservation. We have compostable biodegradable cups. We have the same with cutlery. We have lots of sorting bins, so like recycling, general waste, and so on, all around the campus. It's fantastic already. So where do we begin? We want to focus on paper, specifically paper. So assignments we want to be submitted completely online, and no paper submissions. Sorry. We want to promote the use of laptop loans, which is something fabulous that we have in UL right now. And even just the more use of laptops to reduce your use of paper for note taking. We want to encourage the reuse of misprinted paper. So if you're at the printers and you print something out by accident, somebody else can come along and use that paper easily, just use the back of it or so on. And realistically, it's impossible to never use paper. So when it is necessary, we want to promote the use of sustainable sourced paper. As most of you are aware, insects are vital to the pollinating process. And we already have lots of insects in UL, bees, wasps, spiders, all the rest, and they need suitable habitats where they can live safely. We want to place multiple insect hotels around the campus, and we have loads of wildlife space. So here we can plant 10 of them on campus and promote the living of these essential insects. We would make these out of recycled material like bamboo and wooden pallets. So that would mean these would be practically cost-free to make, which is brilliant and definitely doable. And we want to get the students to interact, so we'd love maybe the students doing construction engineering or so on to actually create these for us. We are absolutely blessed to have a weekly farmers market on campus every Tuesday. It goes on from 11 to 5, so it's practically there all day. And we want to promote this because it's usually packed, but we want it to be, we want every single student to be making the most of this. Here, the local producers come on campus to sell their products. These range from local fruit and vegetable to local cheeses, jams and chutneys to homemade chocolate and baked goods. This gives students the opportunity to reduce their carbon footprints on campus, which I don't really think lots of campuses do this in Ireland, so I think we're actually blessed to have this. And also buying locally sourced produce also has lots of health benefits and tastes much better, especially from Ireland. Thank you very much for listening. If you have any questions or comments, we'd love to hear them.
Thank you very much indeed. That was very interesting and very illustrative. It's such heartwarming to see young ladies actually showing this much interest and love to and care for animals. Yes, very good. Now let's see if the audience have any questions to ask the two young ladies or their present about their project. Yes.
I don't have a question, I only have a comment. I think your campus is absolutely amazing. It's great, and you've got so much different stuff, and it's awesome. And your project is really good. Well done.
Thank you so much. We were so jealous to hear about you guys being on campus, and like hearing about your day was so lovely. It was like, oh, thinking back in the times and being like, I wish we could do that. But it's so nice for you guys. And I loved your chicken idea. I keep poultry myself, so I'm fully for that idea, and we should all have chickens and ducks on campus. So for it. Thank you so much.
We agree. It's great. Okay.
Right. Any other question from the audience? Maybe from the other coaches?
Yeah, I do think you're very lucky to, I mean, everything you mentioned about your campus shows how exceptional it is. I really like the idea of the local producers coming to sell their local production. How do you think the university set that up? How do you get it started if you don't have it on a campus? Any ideas of how to go about that?
Well, we have a really great students' union, and they advocate for us in all matters, from things on campus all the way up to the government. So I think having a really strong students' union is very important. And I think it all started with just trying something new for students. And we have the courtyard market, it's called. So, so having a nice little space for it and where everything happens is a great opportunity for that too. And just trying, we have loads of events that often happen on campus. So I feel like it came out of just thinking, maybe someone asked, maybe one of the local producers asked, like, oh, can they see an opportunity in students to make money and to get their word out there. Or maybe we go to them and we ask, we would love for you to come on campus and we would love for you to sell to students. So I think there's quite a few ways to go about it. But if you have someone who's passionate about the topic, I think anything's possible once you have passion and once you have the drive for it.
Can I just add as well, I think in Ireland it's not difficult to do something like this. In the farmers market, there's people coming from Tipperary or I don't know, Clare and Limerick. There's 3 different counties, but I don't think that would be as easy in France, because to get to a different county it would take an hour, or to get to Clare from Limerick it takes 20 minutes. So it's so easy to get people from all around Ireland to come to the market, even just for a day. So we're super lucky that way.
Okay, yes. Any other comments or questions from the audience? Isn't it wonderful to listen to such young, motivated people exhibiting such a high level of awareness? I personally congratulate you. Like, thank you very much for your presentation and projects. Yes, Jibril, do you have anything to say? I can see that you.
Yeah, I just have one question for my, and I just want to ask her, why do you prefer to become a nature manager in your professional career?
Sorry, can you repeat that, please?
Yeah, I just wanted to know, why do you choose to become a nature manager for your professional career?
Oh, for my career, why do I want to become an environmental manager?
Yeah, environmental.
Yeah, because I feel like organizations, and they're massive and they have such an impact on the environment right now. And I feel like that's the future. The future is organizations becoming as eco-friendly and sustainable as they possibly can. So I would adore to be involved in that. Even I'd love to be involved in UL in the future, getting much more sustainably or eco-friendly. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
I hope that answered your question, Jibril. Yes. Now, since all is said, now congratulations, you have come a long way. You have done an excellent work, researching, preparing, and delivering. I know it's quite hard. I know how busy your schedules are, but you made it to the finals. I salute your courage and motivations. We actually need students like you, very motivated, and we encourage you to keep up the good work. To be honest, I am inspired, amazed, moved by such great young yet talented people. Now, with that being said, we have two teams, two different projects, but one goal, two different ways of delivery, but excellent both. Now, I think that the vote is going to be hard. I wish you good luck for the voters, because I know it's going to be hard for you to choose one of them. But these are the rules of the competition. We have to choose the winner for today. Now, yes.
The suspense is building up.
Exactly.
Suspense is building up. So what we're going to do now, and by the way, I salute Rabiatu from Burkina. I know how many internet connection problems you sometimes have, and it's great to have you with us. And it shows how far-reaching this VEC challenge is. So now I will ask Jibril to include in the chat box the link to the voting system, and then Nabila can give us further instructions. Jibril, can you cut and paste the survey? I think all of you have received an email and you probably have the link already, but just in case you don't have it at the tip of your fingers, Jibril has just put it in the chat box.
Yeah, I just put it right now.
Okay, Nabila, over to you. Right, I think Nabila wanted to give us 5 minutes to vote. So if you can click on that link, I will pause the recording system and we have a couple of minutes to vote. Yes, we can hear you.
I think I'm the only one. It logged out. Sorry for this technical problem. Back again. Do you hear me? Yes, so as I said, we have reached the end of the presentation. Now I think, Madam Ivan, we should launch the voting system. What do you think?
Yes, I think Jibril put the link in the chat box. And so I think everybody's voting as we speak. Jibril, there are 28 people present this evening for the final. Could you let us know, because you're in control of the dashboard of the voting system, as soon as you see roughly 28 people having cast their votes, then please let us know and we'll close the voting system.
So we have here 29 people, but there are other participants that are not here, but I see that they are voting right now.
There are actually 29 participants now in this room. I said 28.
In this room, yeah. But the other participants also, I send them the link, so.
Okay, so do you want to let us know what the results are? And while you are getting those results ready, I can see that many comments are in the chat box to congratulate you.
Sorry. Okay.
Yes, we have Rabiatu speaking.
Jibril, should I allow you to share your screen? And in this case, you
yeah,
can
please.
the results. You can use the screen sharing functionality.
Let me. Here we go. Oop. Yes.
Oh, I can see we have a winner.
Yeah. So the happy winner is Ireland.
Well done, Ireland.
Well done.
Yeah.
I think that they deserve an applause for yes. Yes.
My life. Round of applause.
Good job, Ireland.
Thank you. Well done, Ireland.
Congratulations, Ireland.
Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
This whole
Well
opportunity was
done.
I've had so much
Well
fun.
Yeah, well done, Skelva, though, you're fantastic.
Loved it. It was
I
so
think-
interesting. Really well done, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Well
you.
done to you. It was really great.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a great experience.
Yeah. And I sincerely hope your plans come to fruition because it's a really great plan and I want to see that implemented in your campus. It was
Thank
great.
you. Yeah, we hope so too.
We're going to take your chicken idea. We're going to add that. We're going to see if we can get the chicken.
Yeah.
Great idea. And we'll definitely come to your festival for sure. We'd love to.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Everyone's invited.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations for Ireland, for the Irish team. Congratulations. Thank you very much for your, I would like to thank everybody, all the teams. You have been great. You've done a great work. The Selva team, you were amazing. Everybody was here, amazing. I wish you good luck in your careers. I wish you, I hope you will realize all what you have set up in your minds and you realize your dreams. It's a new year, a new adventure. Okay, so yes, with that being said, congratulations once more. You are all champions and winners.
Yeah.
And I am hoping that thanks to this first edition of the challenge, we will get sponsors for next year, and then you'll have more than a symbolic prize. For the moment, the prize is fairly symbolic, but we do wish you all the best for the future. And it's wonderful to know that you are so aware of environmentally friendly causes and that you are willing to fight for them. So thank you to all for participating. We will be broadcasting this recording shortly. Thank you to Nabila for hosting this evening's session, and Jibril for being a super coach, the coach of all coaches. And thank you to all country coordinators, especially those of you who have made the time to be with us here tonight. And if some of you country coordinators want to say a few words, it'd be lovely to hear from you.
I just want to say a word of thanks to you, Chris, because you put this all in motion, and it's something that I hope we can continue to take part in, because I think that our students really appreciated it. It sort of made their English real as well. Their English is very real, but it made sense of what they're doing. And it was lovely to be able to work on this sort of project with our students. So thank you for doing this, and let's hope it'll continue. And let's hope that, you know, next year we can put forward another team or two. Thank you, Chris.
Well, we're definitely planning on improving the system, making it even better for the students who are participating.
And also,
Hello.
congratulations for the coach. You did a great job.
Thank you so much, Jibril.
Yeah.
As coach, I want to say to my two students in my team. So Jackie and Myth, are you there?
Yes, we're here. Hi.
So as a coach, I just want to say I couldn't be more proud of you guys, and you always did an excellent job. And then I was so lucky to as my team, and thank you so much for your wonderful job. And I hope all your team. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Conan.
Thank you.
You were brilliant. Lots of help.
Yes, I think Myriad wanted to say something.
Yes, thank you. Hi, everybody. I'm Maureen from the University of Limerick. And first of all, congratulations to both groups who presented so well and so passionately this evening. It really is heartwarming to see students so creative in their solutions to a more sustainable university, which of course should be a priority for all of us working in higher education. I want to thank Christine especially for all of her work and for including us in the initial call for participation. And I want to thank Maeve and Jackie for coming forward from our attempts to recruit students in Limerick. We're exceptionally proud of what they've achieved, and hopefully in the near future we'll be able to invite you all to come and visit our very beautiful campus, even if I am quite biased. We're very lucky geographically where we are. Well, it doesn't look like that today. Today is very wintry, but hopefully 2021 will be a better year for all of us, and we will be able to do things in person, and we look forward to welcoming anybody who's here to our university, and thank you for a most enjoyable evening.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you so much. And I'm going to take this opportunity to thank Leslie Ledorec and Amal, the directors of the international department at Rennes 2, because they are the ones who have put us in touch with the various countries, and mainly you, Mayreed, because we did not know each other. And thank you for trusting us for this first edition. It's always difficult to trust people that you don't know. But it's been great collaborating on this project, and we do hope that our universities can carry on working together.
Yes.
If we have other country coordinators present, would any of you want to comment?
I would like to say something, please. I just wanted to thank myself, the team. I would like to say that I'm really lucky to have this team, and behind the huge work you've done, I discovered a really wonderful human persons, open-minded and with a great sense of humor. And I really thank you. And I'm waiting for the finish of lockdown time and to celebrate our final with you. Thank you so much. You are the best. I'm really proud of you. I had a chance to have you with me. Thank you so much, guys. You are the best.
Thank you. Yeah, I think that we are all winners, because we have always challenges to take up, and so the winner is the one who embraces all the challenges. And guys, you have embraced all the challenges, very well. So you are all winners, guys, and I am really very happy because I just look at like you, because your presentation it exceeds by far my expectation. So yeah, I'm just proud for you, and especially for Madam Evan. So yeah, very happy. Congratulations again.
Thank you. Well, thank you to you all, and I think now you've deserved a healthy, environmentally friendly / possibly vegetarian dinner. So we'll leave you to enjoy the rest of the evening and bask in your success. Thank you very much.
That was wonderful. Thank you everybody who's present here today. I would like to invite future students to actually participate in such informative experience. Maybe I hope next year is going to be better, and we'll have sponsors, as Madame Evan said. So yes, just whenever you have an experience like this, just enroll in it. Yeah, and thank you very much. Congratulations for everybody. You are all winners, and thank you.
Bye-bye now.
Goodbye.